call me a god. They call me a god.
What's good, Nomad Nation? It's your boy Nomad. So, today we have NEFFEX tier list part 2. Now, in part 1, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch that one, then come back to this one. But in part 1, we did 10 NEFFEX songs, and today we're going to do the next 20. Now, basically, how I'm doing this is I'm going back to my videos, my NEFFEX playlist. I started from the very first video in the NEFFEX playlist, and I'm just going one by one. So, I'm just going one by one all the way down. I have about 140 to get to, so there's going to be more parts coming in the future. But for now, we're going to get to number 30. So, we got about 110 left to do. So, we're going to start doing probably 20 at a time per video. Nothing too crazy. Now, I hope the nation is having a good day today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, a fantastic weekend. If you disagree with any of these, let me know in the comment section below. Love to hear what you guys would change. What would you put on S tier? What would you put on F tier? And again, guys, so let me go over here. Let's go over to the chart. Let's go over to the list, and we can talk a little more. Let's go. So I do have my coffee. I do got my coffee out this morning. I'm gonna have a nice little coffee while we do this. Now, as stated in my other video, these are just my opinions. Like I said, if you disagree, let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys would change. Maybe I rate one super low, and maybe it's S tier for you guys. You know, let me know. I like to hear your feedback. But so these songs, especially the early NEFFEX songs that I reacted to on my channel, I wasn't at the point where I was rating them yet. You know, I was just at the end of the videos. I was just kind of doing a 2 thumbs up kind of thing, or like, you know, a piece of shit song with, you know, 2 thumbs down. But we never gave them an actual rating. So as I'm going through these, what I did first was, it took me about hour and a half now, almost 2 hours, to go through each video, kind of watch a little bit of each video, kind of see how I interpreted the song, I can't even speak right now, Jesus, how I reacted to the song, how I felt during the song, right? So I'm going off of like the vibe in the video, the song, if I was hyped up during the song, if it was just kind of right? Unfortunately, because I don't have the actual rating at the time. Once I start getting to the newer NEFFEX songs and some of these newer ratings and stuff, then it will be a lot easier, because I already have the ratings kind of the second I finished reacting to it, right? So we're going off of kind of memory. We're kind of going off of the video itself, right? So that's kind of where these ratings are. So don't take them too you know, to heart too much. But these are kind of the 20 songs we're going to be going through right now. Let me get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the songs that we are going to be going through today are Alive, What It Takes, Bite Me, Never Give Up, Unstoppable, Focus on Yourself First, Things, Chance, Crown, what the heck, this SYCNO, I can't remember what that stands for, whatever that stands for, Mirror, Only Worth It If It Works, No Turning Back, Rumors, Inspired, Prime, Hey Ya, A Year Ago, Whoa, and Wow. Those are the 20 songs that we will be adding to this tier list. Now, I've seen a couple of you guys ask why in the comment sections why I haven't rated the new NEFFEX songs that I've been reacting to over the last couple weeks. It is because I want to get all the old songs in first. I'll keep working all the way up to the newer ones, and then once I eventually get to the newer NEFFEX songs where everything's been on the tier list, then I will add them at the end of the videos, my reaction videos. I will add them to the tier list. I still have all the other artists' tier list that I do have to get to, so look forward to those videos too. But I know you guys love the NEFFEX, so that's the one we're trying to focus on this morning. But again, we do have lots coming. Now, let's start off with Alive. Now, actually hold on. Before we start, let me give you guys a quick little refresher on kind of what each tier to me kind of means. So, we got S tier up here right at the top. Now, S tier is 10 out of 10, okay? Perfect song, perfect beat, fire, energetic, lyrics, like bars, everything, right? Perfect. A is kind of your 9 out of 10 area. You know, it could have been slightly better to be perfect, but it was an alright banger. It was a banger. Now, B is probably your like 8 out of 10 area, right? That's your 8 out of 10. C, you got about 7 out of 10. D is your 6 out of 10. E is your 5 out of 10. And then F is anything below that. Anything below a 5 out of 10, basically. Like a 3, a 4, a 2, a 1. Everything down there. But this is like this is almost, if it's F, it's almost not even worth a listen to me. Right? Not even worth it, almost. Something I would never listen to again. It's just how it is. So, you guys kind of have that as an idea. Now, let's start. We got Alive. So, Alive. Right off the hop. Okay, it's gonna be hard to talk about the songs and like say how I felt during the songs and stuff because it was like over a year ago that I reacted to some of these songs, right? So I went in, I looked at the video, checked out the vibe. Seemed like I enjoyed this song, but it wasn't crazy good. Now, with that said, we rated it about a 7 out of 10. We rated this about a 7 out of 10. Now, the 7 out of 10, we're going to toss it in right here in the C tier, right there. Now, that's where I think Alive is. That's a pretty good rating. You know, middle of the pack. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too shit, just kind of mid. You know, your basic NEFFEX song. Boom, that's where it is. Alright? Alright, on to the next. We have, hold on, where is it? Okay, we have What It Takes. Now, again, a lot of these songs are from NEFFEX from like a few years ago, and a lot of them are from the same album, the same month, the same kind of time, right? So a lot of the songs are, I would say, similar in a sense, right? Similar in a sense, because that was his like style at that time, right? For those 10 songs that he made, that was the style. That's the vibe he was going for. Then the next one, that's what he changed, right? And that's the different vibe he went for, right? Same with now. The new songs he's creating now are different from some of the songs that he created a couple years ago because it's just a different vibe. It's a different kind of energy he's bringing to the songs and all that type of stuff, right? So, with What It Takes, I personally feel like it is also a mid-type song, so I'm rating it about a 7 out of 10 as well. Middle of the pack, nothing too crazy, just kind of your basic NEFFEX song. Now, after What It Takes, we got one of my actual personal favorites. It's on my Spotify playlist. It is called Bite Me. Now, Now, if you guys haven't, go check out my video. Go check out my reaction video to Bite Me. Absolute fire. Tell me what you guys think. And then come back and watch this. But Bite Me, one of my personal favorites. Like I said, it's on my playlist. I do play it from time to time in the car when it comes on. You know, shuffle and stuff like that. I let it play. It's kind of one of those energy songs, those pump up songs, gym type songs, maybe even, right? Not much more to say about that. It's an all around amazing song. So with that, it is one of my top songs from NEFFEX that I've heard so far. I gotta rate it a 10 out of 10. I gotta put it in the S tier. It's gotta be S tier. It's an absolute banger, absolute fire. I think you guys would agree with me. Now, moving on to the next. We got Never Give Up. We got Never Give Up. Okay. Right from the title, you already know basically what he's talking about. And don't get me wrong, guys. Any of these songs that I rate, any of these songs that I'm rating right now, all have the same thing in common. Like, usually the beat is absolutely fire, right? No problems there. No problems there. What he's actually talking about, the lyrics, the fire, are fire, bro. They're fire. It's just the overall vibe. Like, if it's kind of like a slower song, he's saying stuff in there, and the beat's fire and everything. It's just, it's not what I listen to, right? So I can't really get hyped over it. I can't really enjoy the song as much as maybe someone else, because it's not my vibe. It's not something I personally would listen to. I'm more of the energetic, as you guys know, and the pump up type shit. So, Never Give Up. One of those songs that absolute banger, crazy good. But it's not kind of S tier. It's not S tier. I'm gonna give it a rating out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. A pretty solid rating. With that said, it could go like the top of the B tier. Could go top B tier. Or it could go very, very low A tier. Because A tier is kind of your like 9 out of 10 area. And B is kind of the 8 out of 10. You know what? I'm going to give it top A. I'm going to put it B. I'm going to put it B. Because I'm going to reserve that A spot for like some other songs, I think, that are up there. But aren't complete. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it an A tier. I'm going to give it an A tier type song. It is actually fire. We're going to give it there. We changed our minds. We're changed our minds. Okay, moving on. Now, we have Unstoppable. Unstoppable, to me, right off the hop, you know, it's kind of like the song Never Give Up, right? It's talking about kind of the same things, right? You never want to give up. You're a beast. You're unstoppable. All that type of things. Again, it is hard for me to provide the contents of the actual song itself, right? Because it was a while ago. It was a year ago that I've reacted to these songs. So it's kind of going off of muscle memory, kind of going off the video, right? So with that being said, I did rate this one a 7 out of 10. Now, with 7 out of 10, I'm going to leave that right into the pocket of C, okay? It's shown right there. It didn't hit the 8 for me, okay? Didn't hit the 8 for me. That's why it's 7 out of 10. But I did enjoy the song. I did enjoy it. That's your basic NEFFEX song that you want. Motivation, right? You're unstoppable. Don't get beat up type of shit. All that type of shit, right? So we're going to show there 7 out of 10, I think, is probably a pretty good spot for that. Now, moving on to Focus on Yourself First. Okay? This one, again, basic NEFFEX song, talking about focusing on yourself. Different type song. I know I watched the end of my video, and I know I said that I really did enjoy this one. But wasn't a banger, like hype up song, right? Like I said, that I'm enjoying, that I like to listen to, right? And I haven't heard it again. I haven't listened to it since. But I'm still going to rate this a 7 out of 10. I'm still going to drop this in C tier. Okay? I still think it deserves to be in C tier. This is all your basic NEFFEX songs right here. That is your basic NEFFEX songs right here, right there. Okay? Oh! Excuse me, guys. Man, this coffee's gonna make me poo, man. Okay, next, we got Things Are Gonna Get Better. Now, this one was alright. By the song titles, okay, the song titles are actually fire. They actually, are fire. But this one just wasn't it for me. Slightly less than, your mid kind of NEFFEX song. So, I rated this one a 6 out of 10. So with that, I'm placing this right in the C tier, right there. Now, move that up slightly. Perfect. Okay. Now, moving on to Chance. Chance is, again, it's just one of those songs that is alright, but it just wasn't it for me. You know? It was more of a slower vibe, wasn't really a hype up kind of song, right? From what I can remember, anyways. But, again, with Chance, slightly lower than mid, so a 6 out of 10, and we're going to put that right beside the one we just put there, right into the D tier, 6 out of 10. That's probably a solid spot right there. I like how we're building this out right now. That's pretty solid, I think. That's pretty solid. Okay, moving on. Crown. Now, Crown, he wasn't really talking motivation kind of thing. I mean, he was, but he was also about, talking about, being the best, talking about getting the crown. You know, he's the king of this shit, right? So, Crown, to me, it was okay, but it just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. The rating I'm giving it is a 5 out of 10, okay? It's a 5 out of 10. Wasn't the greatest, but wasn't the worst. But with a 5 out of 10, I gotta rate it down here. I gotta rate it at an E tier, okay? I gotta rate it in E tier. Keep it there. I think that's pretty good spot for it. Right in the E tier. I know, looking back at Cold, I rated Cold a 3 out of 10. Okay? So, with that, we're gonna have to move Cold down, I think. Because I like the way I rated them before, but I think Cold, with the way I'm rating them now, I think Cold is actually going to have to go into an F tier. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I think Crown is better than Cold, and they can't be on the same tier. I think Crown is just slightly better than Cold. Cold is definitely one of those songs that I probably won't ever listen to again, so that's why it's in my F tier. Right there, right? Any song in this F tier is songs that I would never listen to again. Very low ratings, like anything under a 5, right? E is kind of your 5. Like I said, D is your 6, 7, 8, 9, and your 10. Those are kind of how I'm rating them. That's kind of how we're going to go with this right now. So, moving on. Okay, so next up, we got SYCNO. Something You Could Never Own. Now, again, this one, because of the vibe, because of the I guess you would say kind of low energy almost in the song. There's some energy in the song, don't get me wrong. And every song has the energy, but just like the overall vibe, the overall feel for it, I'm rating this one a 5 out of 10. I have to. It's kind of on the same level as Crown, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing too hyped, but not the absolute worst song, right? Okay, moving on. We got Mirror. Now, Mirror, slow song, quiet song, no energy in the song much. Just one of the songs that I wasn't able to really vibe to, really get really into, you know, really get the feel for. So, I gotta rate it a 4 out of 10. And I gotta drop it right beside my boy Cold right here. Okay? He's going right beside Cold. Not... Cold is probably the worst so far. But then Mirror's... 3 is Cold, 4 is Mirror. So... But it is under 5, and these are the songs that I probably won't ever listen to again. So that is where I am rating that one. Nothing too crazy. Moving on. Okay. Now we're working on Only Worth It If It Works. I think that's the name of the song. For You or something. But it's sitting there. Okay. This one again, you know, wasn't it for me. It wasn't nothing crazy. Right? Nothing crazy. Just your kind of basic NEFFEX song, but it was a little slower and stuff. So I can only rate it. I can like it's slow. It's a song that I probably won't ever listen to again. Right? But by the title, by what he was actually saying, that's why I bumped it up a little bit. So I'm gonna rate it an E tier. Okay. You know, you could probably throw it on, listen to it again, and you can hear some bars in there. But something I would play, probably not. Okay. Now we have a song called No Turning Back. Now, I actually do remember reacting to this one. I know I reacted to all of these, but this is the one I do remember reacting to because I was expecting a banger from this one. I was expecting this one to be really, really good. It just didn't hit my expectations. It was really disappointing. And with that, it was like your kind of basic NEFFEX song that you would expect, but just like slightly under, you know? Slightly under that. So, I'm gonna have to rate this one a 6 out of 10. You know, right in the D tier. Put that right there. Right? Nothing much more to say about it. It was just disappointing, honestly. It ended up being disappointing to me. Now, Rumors. I don't remember this one much, so I can't really tell you if the song was slow, fast, the hype-up song. But just looking at my video, seems to be like I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't into it too much. So with that, I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10 again. So we're going to toss that over into the D tier. We really don't have much to say about it. So we're moving on. Now, Inspired is the next song. Okay? Inspired is the next song. Now, this song was a complete trash can to me. It was complete doo-doo. F tier all the way. We're rating it a 3 out of 10. Nothing more to say about it. I just didn't like it. In the video, I said, you know, you got 3 or 4 lines, and then it goes back to the chorus. 3 or 4 lines, back to the chorus. And it did that 3 or 4 times. It didn't gel well to me. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. 3 out of 10. Let's move on. Now, we have Primal. Now, this one I enjoyed because it was not a music video, but the video just wasn't a still image with it moving slightly how he normally does it. He actually put animals, snakes, kind of stuff in the kind of motion video. You know, it wasn't a huge, it wasn't a music video, but it wasn't a still image. It was stuff moving, stuff flying around, bugs, animals, right? Talking about Primal, right? So that was pretty cool. And the beat was pretty good too. But again, it just wasn't crazy to me. It just wasn't crazy. So I'm rating it only a 5 out of 10. I am gonna have to put it into the E tier. I think it was slightly less than all of these other songs, right? But I mean, really, the D and E tier are kind of all the same to me. Like, this is kind of the same. It's just kind of what to me would the reason why I would rate it an E tier instead of a D tier is if I've never like really gone back and listened to the song again. If it's something I would actually probably not play again, that's why I would put it closer to the E tier, closer to the F tier, right? But it's not like complete doo-doo, so that's why it's not in the F. That's why it's slightly above the F in that pocket of the E tier right there. Now, we only got 4 left, guys. We're getting to the end of it. What do you guys think with the ratings? How do you think this is turning out? Man, we got like 100 and something more songs to go. So we got a lot of ratings going on. Okay, moving on. We have Hey Yeah. Now, again, this one is an absolute banger. This one is actually one of the only ones on my Spotify playlist that I've downloaded. It's got kind of everything you're looking for. Hype, it's got energy, it's got the beat, it's got the bars, the flow. Everything about it's pretty fire. With that, I'm rating this one a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's on the level. Like, it's a really good song. Don't get me wrong. And I definitely bump it in my car sometimes. But I don't think it's on the level of Bite Me, right? So, I can't rate it S tier. I gotta rate it the 9 out of 10, the A tier. Absolute banger of a song. Again, same with Down Here. The S and A are pretty similar. Except for the S tier is I'm saving for those few songs that I've bumped multiple times, that I've not reacted to multiple times, that I've bumped multiple times, that I've listened to multiple times in the car. That just sound very good on the ears. Everything flows really nice, right? And then the A tier is everything else that's really, really good that I just maybe haven't, like I said, I have this on my Spotify playlist. I play it multiple times. I've heard it multiple times. But it's just, I would play Bite Me more than I would play Hey Yeah. It's just how it is. It's how it is. Alright, moving on. We have A Year Ago. Okay? I'm not going to waste any time. It's complete trash. Don't even want to talk about it. Just goodbye. Not for me. Moving on. Now, whoa. Okay? This one was cool. This one was just, your slightly above average NEFFEX song, what you expect from NEFFEX. But it wasn't over the top. Didn't push it into anything crazy. So, I'm going to kind of rate it mid-tier with C along with everything else here. Boom. I think that's pretty solid. That's kind of where it should be. According to me, anyways. Moving on to our final NEFFEX song for the day, for the video. We are looking at Wow. Now, wow. That's all I can say. Wow. What a disappointment. Nothing crazy. Never heard it again. I'm rating this one a 4 out of 10, unfortunately. Not much to say about it, except for it was disappointing. Not much to the song. That's all I gotta say. So with that said, boom, into the F tier. Yeah. So, guys, do you guys agree with this list so far? Do you guys think I fucked up anywhere? Cold Mirror, Inspired, A Year Ago, Wow, those are my worst, right? Then you got Bite Me up here, right? You got Hey Ya, and then everything else, all these are kind of mid songs. It's just kind of, if they got a little more energy, if the lyrics are a bit better, a little more hyped up, then they're going to get a little better rating. Anything a little slower pace kind of thing, nothing that I like kind of to hear, is all down here, right? But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that sub button, become part of the nation. Make sure to turn that bell and stay notified for when I drop my new videos. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you want me to keep making these tier list videos, smash that thumbs up button to let me know. If you have any other videos, anything you actually want me to react to, let me know in the comment section below. I might do your video one day. Don't forget to follow me on my socials, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Part 2 of the tier list video. Like I said, we do have another 100 and so songs to get through. So there will be at least probably about 5 or 6 more parts to this. I still got to get some of the other tier list videos made. It's just they take time. They take a lot of time, actually. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and just be patient with me as I get these out. I'm definitely doing them. I'm getting them out slowly. A lot of hard work between work and making their videos, making these videos and stuff, right? But I'm trying to spend every extra free time that I have making these videos for you guys, keeping the content coming for you guys. So hopefully you guys are enjoying them. Alright, guys. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.